Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Saturday and it is May 28th, Memorial Day weekend. All right, on our show today we have Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center with Dr. Daniel Sternfeld. He has some amazing information for anyone who has to have a hysterectomy. New technology, and so we're going to talk all about that. And then we talk to Christina Simons, who is here on behalf of Alignment Healthcare. We are looking at partly sunny skies today, only about 70 degrees, and that's 59. And then tomorrow we are looking at sunny skies, 58, and then on Monday, 61. Take a look at these numbers. We are looking at our local beaches around 66 with an overnight 50, Santa Barbara 70, 57, San Diego 60, Palm Springs 68, Tahoe 30, Mammoth 30, Big Bear a little bit warmer than that 40, and Las Vegas 68. All right, our sunrise this morning was at 5:43 and our sunset will be at 7:54. And thank you again to Debbie, who has gotten us some lovely photos of local flowers. So please send them in and send them to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have Memorial Care with Dr. Daniel Sternfeld, so stick around.
Adventure has a new look. The 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness. Shore-footed symmetrical all-wheel drive. Paired with all-terrain Yokohama Geolander tires. Plus 9.2 inches of ground clearance. Discover adventure on a deeper level. The all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Stigmas don't shatter often in the world of hearing aids, so when they do, it makes history. Meet Signia Active, innovative hearing aids disguised as earbuds. Built on our iconic Experience platform, they deliver exceptional hearing in noisy environments. Simply pop them in for a hearing boost on demand, or wear them all day for non-stop support. You'll benefit from Bluetooth streaming, enhanced speech understanding, natural, personalized sound, and noise reduction technology. Their portable case holds extra charges, while our intuitive app provides 24/7 support and assistance during masked conversations. It's time for better hearing on your own terms, and that's history in the making. Signia, enhancing human performance.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. Daniel Sternfeld, who is an OBGYN and a gynecological surgeon for Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center. Well, welcome, Dr. Sternfeld. How are you?
Very good. Glad to be here.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And you've got some very exciting news for women about a minimally invasive hysterectomies, which I think is going to be some really welcome news. But before we get into that and the details, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been with Memorial Care?
Well, I've been at Memorial Care Saddleback Hospital since 1989, so for over 30 years. Mm-hmm. And I previously had contracted through Memorial Care as an independent practice associated with Saddleback. And then almost coming up to 3 years, I actually joined Memorial Care to be a part of the group that is at Saddleback, but actually Memorial Care is all throughout South Orange County and even extends up to Long Beach.
Right. So you travel now, not just at the hospital?
I'm primarily at this hospital. This is my home base. My office is located adjacent to the hospital.
Oh, okay. Great. Perfect. Well, very interesting information regarding hysterectomies. Now, before, tell me how the surgeries were performed before this new operation type thing came out.
Okay. Traditionally, in the past, when gynecology started, surgeries were done primarily abdominally. So that's like an incision on the abdomen, below the navel. It can be a vertical or a transverse incision, like if someone's familiar with like a cesarean section incision. And with an incision like that, you were typically hospitalized for several days before you went home. There was in the past an alternative to do a vaginal hysterectomy, but it was limited by difficult visualization to see the pelvic organs. And so that was done in selective cases. And over time, more and more gynecologists performed just the abdominal cases. So in the history of it, people were looking for less invasive ways of doing surgery, and laparoscopy, which is little incisions done through the abdomen, kind of developed into the 1990s and expanded, where small incisions were made, and eventually over the years and into the 2000s, these surgeries were able to be done with smaller incisions and then shorter hospital stays. And then finally, about maybe 15 years ago, a robot was introduced to help assist doing these laparoscopic cases, where a robot was attached to these little tiny incisions in the abdomen and the surgery could be done. And that's become very popular. But because of that, less doctors have been doing vaginal surgery cases, which required certain skill sets with less visualization, perhaps. And so this newer platform kind of combines the idea of a laparoscopy, where you're looking telescopic cameras and using it through inside the vagina, so a small incision can be made. And the big advantage is no abdominal incision. So this is a new breakthrough where you can do a lot of hysterectomies or removing ovarian problems, cysts, or fallopian tube problems through small incisions, faster recovery, less pain, faster return to normal activity.
Yeah, well, that all sounds amazing. So let me ask you this: why would someone need a hysterectomy?
Well, it depends also on the age group. So for premenopausal women, it's often typically, let's say in their 40s, they develop benign tumors on the uterus and they have menstrual bleeding problems. So that's probably one of the number one reasons that hysterectomies are done, for these benign tumors that cause bleeding. Sometimes these tumors can cause even bleeding after menopause. As you get later into menopause, more problems are related to weakening of the pelvic floor and dropping of the uterus that can be associated with symptoms of pelvic pressure and even bladder issues. So hysterectomies for benign conditions in a woman in menopause would be more likely related to those types of problems.
Okay, I see. Interesting. So now let's talk about, it's called V-notes, and I know that stands for something rather long, but
Yes.
You might as well tell us right now what that means.
So the V is vaginal, because this is the area in the body where we're using to access into the abdominal cavity, instead of going through the lower part of the abdomen, or making an incision through the skin and the muscles, everything. So obviously women's anatomy it makes this more easy, but there are other these surgeries where they go in through a little incision through the stomach into the abdominal cavity, and other body natural cavities or something where you can enter instead of going through the abdomen. Okay. So that's the V is for the vaginal, and then the notes, N-O-T-E-S. So it's natural orifice, which means just a natural occurring access to a body cavity. So that could be down through the mouth, it could be up through the rectum or through the vagina. These are typical access ports on a human body. And then transluminal means going through an opening, transluminal, and endoscopic means these little tiny cameras, and surgery. So you can see it's a big mouthful. That's why we call it V-notes. Nobody wants to be going through those big words every time.
So what are some of the advantages? I mean, it sounds like you said, it's a combination of things. So it's like a laparoscopy. It's a little bit, sounds like, is there any robot assistance during this thing, or how does it actually work?
We don't need a robot. There are some platforms where they're looking at using a robot entering through the vagina, but they also include still incisions in the abdomen to put a camera through. So basically the big thing is, just imagine, if you don't have scars, and with a robot surgery, you can have 4, sometimes 5 little incisions on your abdomen. So while it's a great platform for especially big tumors that have to be removed, where the robot can really excel. But we can do a hysterectomy. There's no incisions on the abdomen, so the one in the vagina is not really noticed or felt as much. So that really means the pain is markedly decreased. You're using 1 incision instead of 3 or 4 incisions, and that's the big advantage. Is we're looking at cases where you can do them outpatient, your home, usually within a couple hours after the procedure, and you're having less pain medication, and faster recovery. So that's the trend in a lot of surgery today, where we're looking for ways to get people back to their normal daily lives as soon as possible.
Well, exactly. Now, you said this was a little bit off camera. You talked a little bit about this. It came from, it was being studied in Europe, but yes, locally is the company who is actually doing this, or who developed it.
Yeah, well, the company Applied Medical, which is located here in South Orange County, has developed the port, or the access, or the tool that's used to help create visualization and do this through a very tiny incision. So they have a device that is a small incision is made in the vagina. This device is fitted in, then some gas is inflated in the abdomen so we can see the organs, and then we bring a little tiny telescopes. We introduce it into the bottom of the pelvis, and we can do the surgery through a little tiny incision.
Wow. It's amazing, isn't it? Technology is getting so crazy good.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, compared to when I trained at UCLA, the Harbor Medical Center in the late 1980s. So there was no video cameras, all these advanced electronics and the tools that we seal vessels with, none of that. It was, basically old days, it was just working through a big incision, putting a big retractor in, and clamping, cutting, and suturing everything with knots and everything. And so again, you'd have, typically, it wouldn't be surprising if somebody was in a hospital for 3 days after a hysterectomy. And now it's down to a couple hours.
That's just amazing. That's great. Now, you've been doing these now for how long here in the United States?
We started last year. It was kind of introduced. It came in the United States. It's been in Belgium. There's a doctor in a hospital there that's really kind of done a lot of the initial work developing this platform. And in the last couple of years, a couple of doctors on the East Coast, and then the company kind of made an effort to bring this to selected surgeons and bring it in, and they're monitoring the cases. And so this is something that is an accepted platform, but you have to go through extensive training and monitoring as you bring this in. So it's more amenable. The company has kind of reached out to surgeons who have a lot more experience and even doing vaginal surgery who are comfortable with this access. So I know they've begun to train other surgeons in Orange County. I know I was the first surgeon in Orange County to do that. So it's kind of slowly rolling out. I think they just started doing it at UCLA. And I expect there'll be some other surgeons in Orange County that will be doing this soon.
Now, as with all new procedures, how is insurance handling this? Do you have any idea?
It's covered. It's kind of just covered under a general type of hysterectomy that we've already been used and coded. So we kind of call it a kind of basically it's a vaginal hysterectomy using laparoscopic assistant, and there are other forms of laparoscopies where you put the incisions through the abdomen and do that. So this kind of goes under that category, except of course there's no incisions on the abdomen.
Wonderful. Well, it sounds amazing. Congratulations to being selected to do this. And it's great to know that people will only be having to stay, under your care for a short time at home, and then they can go home. So that's wonderful. Well, thank you for the information.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And if you want more information about this new V-Notes surgery for hysterectomies, you can always go to memorialcare.org. We'll be right back.
Breast cancer takes patients down paths they never expected, and Memorial Care Comprehensive Breast Center at Saddleback can help navigate the way. We provide multidisciplinary breast care services for the early detection, diagnosis, and treatment of breast cancer using state-of-the-art technology in a personalized environment designed to meet the needs of each woman.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Christina here on behalf of Alignment Healthcare. Well, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Lisa. I'm doing great. It's always so wonderful to be here with you guys, and it's in person. I can't believe it.
I know, it's nice, right? I mean, it's been a while for a lot of people, so we're really happy that you could be with us today. Well, Alignment Healthcare, we've been, running your information on a regular basis, and tell me how it's going. I mean, a lot of people in our community watch our show. So, are you getting a lot of questions, or what's happening?
Well, let's first of all describe who Alignment is. We are a Medicare Advantage plan. We offer HMO and PPO as well as chronic special needs plans. We are actually now servicing about 95,000 seniors, which is insane. So the growth has been spectacular.
Wonderful.
We're now in 4 states, and we're still obviously very strong and heavy right here in Orange County, which is also our home office. Our home office is right here in Orange County.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me a little bit more about the Alignment Health Plan. I mean, why is it different than some of the others that might be out there?
That's a great question. And when you think about the average health plan, it always comes with a solid network of doctors and hospitals you can go to, as well as different co-pays and structures should they use the services. What really makes Alignment different is not only do we have that, but we have a very unique approach to care. So for example, when the doctor sees the patient, they're collecting the data. But what happens with that data? With Alignment, we've created our own technology. It's proprietary, so nobody else has this technology. And what's really cool is that with our artificial intelligence and machine learning, we're collecting the medical history, and it's all in one place so that doctors can see it and actually make better decisions around their patient care. So it's really focusing on prevention and being very proactive with that.
Okay. Now, that is definitely different if you have your own particular types of AI software.
Yes, yes. And then on top of that, we're able to kind of hone in on the 20% of the population that take 80% of the doctor's time, as well as 80% of the Medicare costs, and figure out who might need that extra home care, that chronic disease management program. So we've got plenty of care anywhere programs where we can actually bring the services to the patient's home should they need it, in addition to that. But we really and truly are there to also support primarily the doctor. We want to make sure that the doctor is supported so that they can see this technology at the time called a Patient 360 and focus on better, proper care, preventive care for the patient.
Now, another thing that I noticed you have is it's like a concierge, and that would be a 24/7. How does that work?
Yes, so all of our members, when you join Alignment, they actually get a black card, and it's called our Access on Demand. What's very unique about this card is it's multifold. I mean, I don't know how many other health plans actually have 24/7 access to a live representative, but all of our members have that ability to have that concierge care available to them 24/7. In addition to that, a lot of our products come with what we call it either an OTC or over-the-counter allowance, and some of our products have grocery or even a reward rewards program, where we have the ability to actually load these dollars onto the Black Card, where they can then use it at participating retailers like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, and Kroger food chains as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's nice to have with a picture of that up
Yes.
on the screen too, so you can see
Fantastic.
it a little bit better. And that's nice to be able to have something to carry with you rather than trying to fumble with something, you know, like paperwork or having to go back home and look at your computer. You have different plans. You have HMOs, PPOs. Tell me what's unique about each one.
Well, absolutely. So right now, it's called the special election period. There's different times of the year. We're past the phase where the seniors got bombarded with all these marketing materials for the annual election period. We're now in a period called the special election period, which actually limits the time frame in which seniors can choose to join a Medicare Advantage product.
Okay.
So HMO or even PPOs that we have now, which give a little bit more flexibility for folks to go in or out of the network.
Right.
So folks aging into Medicare will have the opportunity to select a plan, but we also have something called chronic special needs plans. So folks with either diabetes or a heart condition or even end-stage renal disease, kidney failure, will have that option throughout the year to make those elections as well.
So you have to be a particular age to participate, right?
Actually, you don't. You have to be Medicare eligible.
Okay.
So the typical age, though, is 65, and we do service the senior population. But if you're Medicare eligible, maybe you've been on disability for a couple of years, the doctor will determine that and see if you're Medicare eligible. So we welcome Medicare eligibles. But yes, we are primarily a senior-focused plan.
All right, excellent. And then, of course, we've already talked about the Black Card and on-demand, but there's something else that's new. You are now participating or partnering with Memorial Care.
Yes, oh my goodness. So last time I was on here, we were super excited because we had the Monarch Optum system, which obviously was Saddleback. We had all these great hospital and health systems, but we've also added Memorial Care, as well as Hogue.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, for folks up in LA area, we just brought on Cedars-Sinai as well as in San Diego Scripps. So we're really, really kind of opening up our wings, which we're super excited about, bringing on all these wonderful health systems. So again, depending on which plan you are on, you'll be able to select the network that's appropriate, and we can help you out.
That's awesome. I mean, you know, that's probably what you need to do, right? Is you need to be able to expand, be able to provide more opportunity for many of us. There's a lot of competition out there, and there's a lot of people in California, so it should be a problem. Then you said you're also moving into other states too, right?
Yes. We started right here in California, but we're also in Arizona. We just expanded there last year, and Nevada as well as North Carolina.
Good. Oh,
so
wow.
it's a very, very widespread. And look for us to continue our expansion, especially since we just filed our IPO a year ago. We just had our year anniversary on NASDAQ. So
wonderful.
That's going to give us the ability to kind of, again, put more capital into our vision and mission, which is to transformationally change healthcare one patient at a time.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. Now, if somebody wants more information, where do they go?
You got it. So you can go to our website at www.alignmenthealthplan.com.
Okay.
And a licensed agent can go ahead, either come to your home or help answer questions over the phone, which you could call at 888-778-2910. Again, that's 888-778-2910.
Wow, you should be on the face of the commercial.
Oh, please.
You do such a great job. Really informative. Thank you. Anything I missed?
You know what? I just want to call out our 4 values real quick. Just very important that everybody knows that A, we put the senior first. Number 2, we support the doctor. Number 3, our commitment to revolutionizing technology and data. And number 4, we do it all with a serving heart. So again, we're super excited about being here to service the Medicare population. And please, please, please give Alignment Health Plan a call and check us out.
All right.
All
Perfect.
right.
Well, thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Lisa. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
And if you want more information about the plans that they do provide, or you just need more information about the company, you can always go to alignmenthealthplan.com, or you could call them at 888-778-2910. We'll be right back.
Ellums Hallmark in Laguna Niguel is now an Ellums Hallmark, and we are excited to be part of your community. We have just remodeled, and you will be surprised by the wide variety of fashion and accessories, home decor, collectibles, Disney, Peanuts, Harry Potter, and Star Wars, along with the largest Hallmark card selection in town. Stop in today and sign up for our Crown Rewards program and get a free Just Because card. Once a member, you can get a free card once a month. Ellums Hallmark, your neighborhood gift store.
Village Television presents Friday Films, only on Village Television. Fridays at 2 and 6 p.m. Foreign films, dramas, and comedies. Award-winning films, romance and mystery. Independent films. Every Friday, only on Village Television.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television. But everybody does.
Our Saturday movie today that you can see at 2 and 6 p.m., both times with closed captioning, is called Moonfall. You can check that out today, and that is brought to you by Providence Mission Hospital. And Monday's movie is Belfast, and you can see that also at 2 and 6 p.m. on Monday, and that's brought to you by Hogue. All right, just a reminder that Monday is Memorial Day, and there's going to be a celebration that's happening at the Pacific Arts Center, and that'll start at 1 p.m. They do ask that you get a ticket, so if you can get that ticket by then, that'd be great. Or you can go to the Performing Arts Center, and the box office will be open that day, so you can get it that day, or you can show up. Just risk whether or not they have enough rooms. So that's happening on Memorial Day. And 60 Up, don't forget that you have through today to email us your name, phone number, and address to village.television@vmsinc.org, and we will be giving that item away on May 31st at the 9 a.m. live on This Day with me. So we'll go ahead and announce the winner on that morning. All right, one other thing I want to tell you about is the fine wine that's happening at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center on June 3rd. She has selection of Sauvignon Blanc, and it's $20, and you get a lot of wine. So enjoy that. If you want to go, get in touch with this Florence Sylvester Senior Center. And you can always find out about their events at myagewell.org. Okay, let's go ahead and check out our weather. We are looking at fairly sunny skies, throughout the weekend, partly cloudy here and there. Today, 70, 59, tomorrow, 72, 58, and then on Monday, 68, 61. And if you are traveling this weekend, it will be a very busy weekend because it is Memorial Day weekend. Here are some of those numbers. Local beaches, 66, 50, Santa Barbara, 70, 57. San Diego, 65, 60, and then Palm Springs, 94, 68. Tahoe and Mammoth, both in the 50s with overnight 30s. Big Bear, a bit warmer, 68, 40. And then Las Vegas will be windy on Sunday, 95, 68. Now on Monday, we will have a special presentation of No Man Left Behind in honor of Memorial Day. So we will have a 1-hour special this day starting at 9 a.m. on Monday. All right, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.